названием Genshin Impact. Нам надо будет сегодня так много пройти. А я начал так поздно, лучше бы я с утра начал, чем сейчас бы начинал. Писал бы сейчас лекции вместо того, чтобы... Ну, со мной уже ничего не поделать. И не надо ничего со мной делать. Интересно, когда вы последний стрим по Геншину? Ой, месяц назад. Ну, мы продолжаем. Нам надо пройти задание архонтов, задание легенд, ивент. Вот этот начать. Господи. Но мы пойдем сюда тогда. А что мне надо для этого ивента пройти? Мне Альхатаму задание пройти надо. Условия. Выполните задание архонтов в версии бытия и задание легенд заблудшие толпы. Так. Завершить задание приближения новой звезды. Ну это обязательно. Я закончил инверсию. Как понять, я закончил или нет? Или это вот сейчас у меня? Ну вот заблудшие толпы я понимаю. Задание архонтов я прошел, или мне нужно последнее? Вот инверсия бытия. Мне это как раз надо было, да? Да, я инверсию бытия прошел. Значит, мне нужен только Альхатам, чтобы начать событие. На него тогда курс поставил. И начать вон тот квест. И желательно собрать... Меня опять обманул. Давай, Винти, беги. Раз, два, три. Раз, два, три. Раз, два, три. По-моему, это вообще, кстати, последняя локация Сумеру. Можно уже прокачать архонта полностью. Да я насколько понял. Но я, как обычно, мог неправильно понять. Пойму.
Let's play.
Stabilize.
Пойма нашла что-то интересное. Что это? Естественно, барабан с кривой меткой. Да ладно, это не закороче, это старый потребный барабан. Давайте отнесем его торговцу, давай отнесем его в академию. Ладно, мне все равно. Подожди, а где моя фея? Что-то я не понял. А, значит, под это время будет. Пацаны, мне на вашем виду был все равно, но отпускаем позже, начали. Должны получить пизды. А маленьких бежите не
Grow. Illusion shattered. I see everything.
Ебать, что это? Итер, ты что там творишь? Блять! Это же надо быть таким пидорасом, чтобы, блять, когда я уже забрался, меня, сука, скинут.
There is no escape.
Unsolicited. And all that.
I see everything.
Блять, это что за хуйня? Мне нужен тот, кто бегает быстро. Блять, не тоже полудохлая. Кстати, мне бы на статую Архонта бы... А чё они так близко? Курс задать бы на статую Архонта. Ой, давно не было таких, прям просто раскричательных. Как же удобно персонажу лазить по кактусу. Ой, а ты что за полухер, полупух?
Stars shine.
А, это который новый по слайму лазит, да? Я его, по-моему, в песне видел где.
Come on! Oh, no touching! There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every...
Добавили новый вид достижений? Да. Да господи, в эту пустыню меня все хочется отпить. А, нет, это не последняя Сумеру, потому что травянистой Сумеру давно не было. Блять, это реально выполняет бездну. Я имел в виду не этажи, а этот орден. Чего? Что за херня? Ой, я, кстати, эту сноту аккаунта вижу, не вот. Блин, эти сноту аккаунта реально так близко. Что это? Чё? Ты чё такое? А, это не Дендра? Чё это? Он то хрень, я понимаю, что это. Это усыпательница гробниц. А остальное так что это? Блин, и почему оно на карте обозначается? Да храм мне, блин. А все, вижу. странно, в таком странном месте. Статуэрку. Обычно они не находятся, типа, там, где есть строение. Опа, новый босс. Точный креститель. Господи, мне теперь искать обход. А, или надеюсь, нет. Вообще я прошлую еще обнову не допрошел, а тут новая уже. Ой, это что? Понятно, это то, что я буду по углам. А, нет. Какой-то камень. О, может я это с помощью дендра могу? Серый кристалл — это кристаллы остатка скверны. Используйте энергию хварни, чтобы очистить их. Как только эта энергия отступит, серый кристалл появится вновь. Серый кристалл — это кристалл остатка скверны. Используйте энергию хвары, чтобы очистить их. Как только эта энергия отступит, серый кристалл появится вновь. Ничего таки непонятно, где вы увидели эту серую скверну. А, вот эту. Нет, не это. Ничего я таки не понял, ну и ладно.
Adventure time.
Ой, ну раз они так хотят, чтобы я их убил, но я эти такие вспомню и...
Decided by destiny. I'm getting sick of this. Delve into destiny. Illusion. There is no escape.
Need more.
Let me scribe. Everybody stand up. Shine down. Inazuma shines eternally. Take them. I have no need.
Да в смысле? Я же... Чё? Господи, это же надо придумать такую неудобную локацию. поймите, дрифтящий геймпад мне не особо в этом помогает. Ну ёб твою мать! Ты бы лучше вместо, блядь, планера закрепилась бы за стенку и запрыгнула, дура! Архон, блин, без мозгов. Ладно, это... игра, машина, все равно. Да ты меня не трогаешь!
There is no escape.
Загадочное мясо. Что я из этого загадочного мяса сделаю? Загадку-угадайку. Ой, это что за скопление кристаллов?
Illusion shattered.
Здесь поможет рука хорошего деда.
Solidify!
Не поможет. Чего? Куда? Ты куда столб поставь? Здравствуйте, эту загадку я знаю. Мне нужен лучник. Блять, я его только что убрал. Да господи, сраный...
Wow, this is
И за это
so
дали только
lucky.
обычный сундук. Спасибо. Ну, хоть помоги мы за него даете. Все-таки непонятно, зачем здесь две статуи архонтов. Их гора отделяет. Я что-то еще другое достижение получу. Первый раз используйте силу Хиварна, чтобы уничтожить серые кристаллы. Я что-то сделал? Ладно. Вот этот телепорт откроем и продолжим. Не продолжим, а это. Пойдем к сюжету Хайтама. Да, пойдем к сюжету Хайтама. Она все ближе и ближе, кстати, это Селестия. Скорби. Да уж. А вы в курсе того, что аллигаторов нет в пустыне?
One need not scry to know today's weather will be good.
А чё это у тебя реакция сейчас была?
With rain this have fate has called us. Which of the starry, the pure water? One need not scry to know today's weather will be good.
Ладно. А в чем тут это? Тут небо не видно. Да, господи, а это что? А ты кто? Мы это Анема разгоняли. Может, ты сейчас?
Stand clear.
Да.
Take it easy.
Опять Аронара что-то мутит. Ладно, пошли отсюда. Надо квест. Катерину взять. Она еще не великая? Новая глава. Ёп. ТРСТ.
Take it easy.
А, то есть меня сейчас придут туда, куда я, блядь, сам приходил.
Take it easy.
Господи, как много воды.
Stabilize!
А ты кто? Господи. Почему вот это вот люмин не может сказать, вы меня уже все заебали, то, что вы говорите про опасности, я, блядь, сражалась с богами, выебала дракона, при мне поменялся ход времени, и что она старше, блядь, их всех. Блядь. Все эти сайт-квесты постоянно забывают о том, что уже дохуя проделано, и дохуя бед исправлено. Вот каждое обновление появляется черт, который говорит, вы нихуя не можете, мы показываем, что можем, они говорят, о, нихуя себе ты можешь. Я даже читать это уже не буду, потому что это, блядь, все однотипно. Я говорю, разговаривать с мусорками в Ханкае на 95% интереснее, чем, блядь, сюжет Геншина. Точнее, интереснее, чем 90% сюжета Геншина. Так, блядь. И откуда я бы знал, что это так и работает? Ах, да, я же должен догадаться.
Quietly now. Gotcha.
Говорю, читать не буду. Эти странные цветы.
Solidify!
Вот это хуйня.
Order guide you.
Busted.
Time to go! Huh? Jackpot! Phew! Huh? bury it. Maybe it'll spring back to...
Пари весьма загадочные существа, будучи цветочным хранителем своего народа, Сорушева может летать и перемещаться за ваших персонажей, чё? Будет оставаться на месте и ждать ее возвращения. Во время полета Сорош может подниматься и опускаться, а также использовать навык ускорения, чтобы лететь быстрее. Однако Сорош нельзя находиться слишком далеко от вашего персонажа, ведь цветочный хранитель не бросает своих товарищей. Сорош может вызывать к особым энергиям предметах. А, вот они, хрени, вот эти, которые я не понимал. Как это частицы предмета. Нажатие навыка взаимодействия направит мощь Хварны. Силы Сорош удержите навык взаимодействия, чтобы Сорош оставалось непрерывное направление Хварны. При этом можно свободно управлять персонажем. Будучи паре, Сорош может видеть то, чего не видят обычные люди. ТГГ же не обычный человек. Нифига. Я могу и собрать. Не могу. Да, я 42 тысячи, это потому что... У нее 42 тысячи хп, нифига себе. Совершите первый.
Huh? Phew.
Прямо ты за 2 года должна была уже привыкнуть. Еще мне надо выполнить этот Хайтама. Хайтама выполнить. То, что у меня у события время кончается. И уже потом все вот это. А, я только... А я только там могу. Так что иди ты нахуй, я буду феей пользоваться. Ой.
Hey there! Excuse us, but is
You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra Sino? But if you'd like, I can pass whatever
we ran into
Oh? If you don't...
Siraj.
Siraj... That name's...
Vahumana.
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact. There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's...
I want to report him. Frickin' he kidnapped me. I ran as fast as I could.
There's no rush. Please, what kind of experiments was...
I don't...
Huh? You can't
All I remember, it's like a night... Oh! I heard they can...
Even if what you say is... But before that, I would...
You think I...
Please don't take it the wrong... Sorry, but can you two wait up?
Huh? I'll hate them.
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test. This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads he provided. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Sino and then asked to join the investigation.
Huh. It's kind of weird for you to be working with the Matra. Is there a special reason?
You're overthinking things.
Really? I'm unsurprised. In that case, let's join it.
It's already against Oh, never mind.
Don't you worry. Our lips are...
All right. In that case, Ilyas claimed that Siraj will... Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the academia right now. He applied for long-term off-site research 1 month ago. It's close to the time that Ilyas...
That's right.
Oh, come on!
Хотя может пропустить.
We're here, Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. What's our... Acting Grand Sage...
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately. The new Academia decree clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority to interfere with the Matra's actions during an ongoing investigation. If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
You're right. Understood. Then please wait here as we lock down the perimeter and search for suspicious persons. Ilyas, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham, I'll have to trouble you with the protection of our primary witness.
Sure. Though I'd rather he just protect himself.
He's the same as ever. Casually ignoring people, just like he did back at Aru Village.
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position clearly. Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike you two, He's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the acting Grand Sage is trying to see. That question was obviously bait. The Matra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps. The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange will assure...
What?
This is why I was against becoming the acting Grand Sage from the very first. Titles and rank inevitably make a lot of things more troublesome.
Excuse me, acting... I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what. Have we met before?
No. I have no recollection of...
Haha! I thought so too. I probably wouldn't have had anything to do with someone of your caliber.
Then why did you ask?
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of familiarity when I met...
Really? A misperception, perhaps. Oh.
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, we've apprehended a suspect.
Siraj?
No, it's the Kasharawar researcher who has dealings with him. His name is
Acting Sage... Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but does something like that really... What have I got myself into? I know I let greed get the best of me, but please...
I would like to ask him a few questions.
Of course.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction.
What were the details of the...
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that can only be found in our project. He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of Mora if I was willing to put some aside for him, under the pretense of them being... We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade. I sure didn't expect to get stood up. Or...
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. The good news is, regardless of what Siraj was planning, his progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and electrical components. Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No. He's all yours. But I'd like to borrow Ilyas for a while.
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not planning to pursue any further breakthroughs on that front. However, I am curious, what do you...
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
I see. We'll be returning to the Academia then.
Follow me.
Siraj didn't show up at the tavern, and Narendra didn't give us any leads. Alhaitham, are you serious about seeing things through? Paimon's pretty surprised that you're this interested in the...
I thought you would have guessed the reason by now.
Huh?
Yes. We were classmates.
Oh, so that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you on the situation. So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself.
You couldn't be further from the truth. But I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with.
Сумер довольно большой город, и Сирадж... Там много кто может быть.
For the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic endeavors. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago. From violating matters, my opinion was that...
So that's why
He's most likely trying to
That sounds super suspicious. Ilyas, can you try to remember things again?
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many times. And no matter...
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism. However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. They can be restored with the appropriate stimulus.
Господи, это моя преподавательница на экзамене по математике.
Now, try to recall things you care.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. The kind of person I am, the things I've done, I can remember, but I do vaguely remember that there are two...
Do tell.
The first is to get my paycheck from the Academia and give it... I'm not sure about the details, But it seems that I would send money to my younger sister every month to pay for family.
And the second thing? What?
I can't remember.
Not unexpected. However, you're the only one who has seen Suraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present. As such...
Losing your memories must be really painful.
Oh, thank you so much. I have so few memories that I don't even have a clear idea of who I am. And my head's all... But amidst all that, nevertheless, I have you all to thank. Now, I
see. In that case...
Это мне сюда что ли надо было? Господи.
Oh, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've sent this period's research expenses report to your office. Have you taken a look? Are there any issues?
I did. Recent research expenses have decreased quite a bit.
Yes, though that is primarily because there are fewer scholars with research needs. But that can be a rather convoluted topic.
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilyas. He worked part-time here, and he's here for his paycheck.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilyas, where have you been these past few days? That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word. Everyone had to pick up the slack.
I'm sorry, something unexpected came up. But I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there anything I can do to make up for it?
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. However, do you remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up on his off-site. He retracted his application a few days ago. He's the 12th person to retract a research application.
Understood. Then...
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything again. Is this acceptable?
I have no objections.
Take it easy.
Ilyas? Long time no see. What can I do for you?
I heard that you canceled your research project. So
Oh, that... it's really nothing. I'm not the only one who canceled, right? I mean, people have had no motivation to conduct research lately.
No motivation to conduct research?
Yeah. Say, who might you be? You look sort of...
Oh, don't mind me. Please, continue.
Well, with the downfall of the Sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were being investigated. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new sages would have interest.
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only reason.
So what are the other reasons?
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down. I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of... Back then, the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for the knowledge we needed. It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time.
I see.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of something so amazing, who can be bothered to manually sift? There are only a handful of people at the academia who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people, although our names will be further down in the paper,
Мы этого не могли же видеть.
Ilias, what's wrong?
My head. It hurts.
Не надо так приближать к низкополигональным фруктам.
I remember now. I remember what's... You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control.
Paimon doesn't get it. What does that even mean?
It's what Siraj was researching, and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution.
Блять. Гениально.
Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives first, he would rank this overmind would... Lastly, members would share their memory.
Paimon still does...
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form. Siraj believes this collective consciousness is...
Whoa.
It's just as Al-Haytham said. Siraj gave all the tests. Smaller numbers were ranked. I also recall that Siraj...
Oh no, then we gotta hurry.
I tried my best.
Take your time.
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents...
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on. Anyway, we're done here.
Please, wait. I heard you all talking about Siraj just now.
Huh?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known researchers. There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. I'm nothing special, though, so That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. Her name is Janaki. If you're interested, you can try to find her. She's usually reading at...
Are you Janaki?
Ilias?
Do you know me? I'm sorry.
Are you playing dumb?
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my memory.
And? Are you trying to say that I should forgive you just because you've forgotten? Or are you using the acting grand sage as backup to settle things with me? The two biggest loners teaming up.
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute between the two of you, but I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project.
So, what if it is?
Почему у нее такой старый голос, если она выглядит молодо?
Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also interested in his project.
Почему я пожилая озвучивает?
I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. I refused. No one wants to be placed at the bottom.
Ilias is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45. Ugh.
Tell me, did Siraj tell you how he assigned numbers?
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads back then? They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each person. I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the basis for his numbering system.
I see. He believes that this data can be used to evaluate a person's...
Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
At most, jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities. Humans are complicated beings.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 40.
What else do you know about Siraj?
That's it. He came to me. I refused. Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here.
Please, wait. I still want to know.
You really forgot?
I swear.
Paimon can vouch for him. The Matra also said that he truly lost it.
I see. You know what? It's better this way. I get angry just thinking about it. So I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
And she's gone. She doesn't seem to...
I really don't. But after she said, I guess...
Do you want to remember?
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, you've also... No one can force you to remember if you don't want to. Even if you manage to remember, all you would need to do is feign ignorance and tell us that you...
I'm not sure what to do. Like I said before, for some reason I felt a sense of freedom, but I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily. I still want to...
I can look up your file. Something that caused trouble for a lot of people in the past must be on file somewhere. Would you like me to look into it?
Yes, please.
All right. Then let's return to the House of Dana. We've spent enough time here, and you should go and get your paycheck.
Опять бежать.
Take it easy.
Let's split up for now. Ilyas, you go and deal with that. We'll meet back here later and then head over.
Okay. Thank you all so much.
Relax, Ilyas. Being nervous accomplishes nothing.
That's true. I'm ready. I'll also try my best to remember anything else related to Siraj.
I'm holding you to that. See you later.
Что можно было? Чё? Ебать. А хоть здесь так много пространства, можно даже упасть случайно. Так там еще куда-то спуститься можно.
Take it easy.
Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilyas's file. Let's meet downstairs.
What?
This file indicates that you were once commended by the Academia for your courage and sense of justice. You were considered a...
Huh?
Yes. Your instructor was engaging in academic fraud, and you were the one who reported him. Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and your instructor was brought to justice by the Matra. This incident caused quite the commotion, and the Academia sent you a commendation. What is it? Are any memories coming?
No, it's just... my head feels like it's being... Did I seriously do that?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so there's no need to push yourself.
I'm sorry. That should have been something good to hear, but My body is instinctively rejecting it. I feel like I'll black out.
Take it slow. Recovering memories is no easy task, especially when it involves memories that you don't. Just do what you think is right.
Thank you. I'm not sure how you're so calm.
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilya.
Подожди, внизу это клетка, что ли-то? Господи, писец, много будет идти.
Maybe I'll borrow something.
Да, это та клетка. Лол. Тут разве не было телепортера?
Take it easy.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Ilias, what are you doing back here?
Dad, it's nothing.
You sure everything's okay? Did they bully you again? Ilias, what's wrong?
I'm fine. Just a minor headache.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. Look how things turn. I can't imagine how things are going for you at the Academia. We've even been receiving threat letters.
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the Academia. You can.
I'm all right. I just need a little rest.
Ilias doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
Hey! That's enough, you two. Ilias isn't feeling well. You can keep Ilias, let's find... So...
It's much better now. Oh, here. It's this month's pay.
Same old, same old. It's just that everyone's worried. Don't mind their nagging. Deep down, they know that you did the right thing. It's just that after hearing a lot...
Conform.
Yeah. You don't remember? After Ilias? What's wrong?
Ah, I see. I remember...
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I understand your decision. But Mom, Dad, I don't care if you're a hero or not. I just want you to enjoy life.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Is it? That's good. Are you a friend of his?
More so these two. My name is Alhaitham, and this is the Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, that rings a bell. At any rate, would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry, but I still have...
Well, that's a shame. Okay.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make you guys...
You remember now?
Yes. Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
Is that your way of conveying gratitude?
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. Remember when I said that there was a sense of familiarity, but what I really meant was...
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized that you're... Strange, isn't it?
What? My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
It'd be great if I could think like you. But first things first. I remember where Siraj's...
Really? That's, Paimon remembers that you said there are 2 things that you had to do. What about the...
There are more important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj before he completes his collective consciousness, or it'll be too late.
You're right.
Так, нас сейчас будут говорить, как сражаться за этого. Я возьму тогда такую команду. Блять.
This is the play.
It's so well hidden.
Не, я оттуда выйду, я просто хотел проверить, в смысле, с маскировкой. Никакой маскировки, жалко. Так, I hate them. Что ты умеешь? Ладно, я знаю, что он умеет, я его просто... Поселение какое-то здесь было.
Weird. It's bigger on the inside than Paimon imagined. Are you sure, Ilyas? Do you remember this place? Did he get separated from us?
There's no need for that.
All right.
It's okay, Ilyas.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the truth? He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application. And whenever the project hits a wall, he asks you for...
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project.
But he's obviously taking advantage. He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research data and takes credit for it. That's not right! Why are you putting...
A lot of people warn me to not say anything. And I think they have a point. This is just how things are. It's okay. He's at least...
Half a year of your time and effort. Countless all-nighters, and casual threats and insults. All for a measly 20,000 mora? He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
What's the matter? Huh? You could read minds this whole time and you...
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilyas was connecting to the collective...
Connecting... Collective...
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The Collective Consciousness project is already complete. Not entirely.
flicker.
Come on out. Right now, I'm always watching. Emerge. Right here. Grow. Right now.
I will have order.
There is no escape.
Just leave her alone. It's completely different from what Ilyas said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
I'll hate them. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you've brought down?
You could have played hero any time. So why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
It's a shame. What happened to him? I thought he was... Everyone has been working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a bit longer. But he chose now, of all time.
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. This project is done for.
То есть, из-за вас мужик совершил суицид, а вы обвиняете его в том, что он из вас, блядь, сдал? Вы чё, пидорасы? Нет, вы хуже пидорасов.
None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their studies? Now our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass, we might not be...
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll...
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did you say?
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when we see...
А, не в ту сторону.
Well, Alias, this is all very strange. Is there really no research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but well, we can't make exceptions for heroes, now can we? Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Huh? Getting a reputation for being too
I understand.
You seem troubled.
Who are you?
Where are my manners? My name is Siraj.
Siraj? I've heard of you.
The world hates people who don't fit in. I imagine you've had your fair share of trouble. After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you were ostracized and shunned. Even your family can't understand your actions. However, I'm working on some research that will help you merge into a collective. That way, how about it?
What did you see?
Paimon can't believe it! He really did! No! Siraj is the real Giga Jerk! Ooh! Paimon's so mad!
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to... And I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. Bring you to throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the hive.
You were already Siraj number 36? But you passed them...
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time, even my identity. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. I chose. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the perfect guise.
And the best guise is when you believe your own lies.
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of its completion. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Now, only here can I be truly free. That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back into the collective.
Is this your decision?
Yeah, the person we know is Ilyas, not Siraj number 36. The outside world is painful sometimes, but
Do you need more time to consider, Ilyas?
Hey, who are...
That is Siraj.
So you're that Giga Jerk!
Giga Jerk? How bold of you!
You!
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the academia to build a collective. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks among. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought. This is what they have.
You're just trying to judge.
Then I ask you, what's the difference? There are researchers at the academia who engage in dangerous research in extreme environments while others become idle. People are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the... Isn't that right, Ilyas? There's no need to deny this. As it is fact, it is natural for social creatures to congregate, and the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary... Welcome to the hive, Alhaitham. You once arrogantly denied the merits of this project before the Grand Sage. A few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about any of this. You don't care about the pain of others. But I didn't give up. I made my thesis into reality.
When we arrived, I noticed many empty rooms in the hive.
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where they're inhabited? The answer is the academia. They're executing another phase of the plan. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind. Showcasing our individual strengths, everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest obstacle. With you, the project will snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive.
We won't let you do.
What can you achieve with mere words? Return to the hive, number 36.
Чё это когда установить?
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back! Look! There are lots of people out there worried about you. And you aren't an outcast. Aren't we your friends?
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the academia? When you leave, tragedy will repeat itself. Return, number 36. You know as well as I...
Ilias?
You two are just as arrogant as all Hatham. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own truths. But you don't realize that most people simply... I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memories only because I knew he would eventually return. This proves that I know more about Al-Haytham. Do say a word or two.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of garish packaging will change it. It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilias returned to this collective consciousness of yours.
What?
What's happening?
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a plan to eliminate me. However, when Ilias returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it? Why did I...
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these two differing emotions will give...
So that's it! Wait, so you knew that and then you pretended to keep him around just to fool Siraj! Wouldn't expect any less from you, Al-Haytham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take that opportunity to... wait.
Al-Haytham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Ilias's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but your struggle has been in vain. And it's time to end it.
So many monsters, and something feels...
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Even so, they are part of it. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved, much like soldiers who have undergone... Now then, drown in endless waves of monsters. You will all...
Hey, Al-Haytham?
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some time for the recipient to receive it. You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance in front of...
Well, alright.
Stabilize!
Emerge! Right now! Emerge!
A process of elimination.
Al-Haytham isn't that bad of a person.
But it has to be done. He must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
You see? That is the will of the collect. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work.
Emerge! Right now!
Gather!
Shine down!
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Да, он сильнее. Всего лишь лисица из Архонта сражает.
What's going on? What's with this sudden influx of... Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
This is order.
This is order.
Right here. Emerge.
Подожди, а почему здесь is order? Он же... I will have...
I will have order. This is order.
Ah.
I will have order. This is order. I will have order. This is order. I will have order. Order guide you.
Ah. Тебе, по идее, не приказ должен быть для этого.
Right now. Emerge. Right
Тебе
now.
приказ, типа... Документы же тоже приказы. Чё?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong. The Overmind must have made an error in his judgment.
But Siraj is the most intelligent among us. He is number one. His judgment is the optimal one.
What have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out?
You were only designated as number 36. What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your Hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called Hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
It's too late. Once the desires of the Hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My numbers shouldn't be so far down in the list. Siraj is alive!
This isn't what we agreed to.
I should be the one in your position!
The Hive shut down? What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions. For example, Ilias did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately followed the collective consciousness's judgment. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon encountering. The disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind.
Setbacks in the plan further amplify doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This inevitable
apprehension, disappointment, panic. But in the Hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, a few words were enough. Believe in the power of words, sir.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collect. You knew that Ilias was the bait all along?
I knew it from the moment Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always been You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you are intelligent and disciplined. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a resolution.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant. You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius. Nobody likes.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you, someone who doesn't fit in. However, I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms.
You mean to say that...
Is that not so? Arrogant and emotionally fragile. You view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of your kind.
Regardless, I have lost. You can take me back to the academia.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job description. I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's duty to escort you away.
Sure.
Sino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you, Arav said that you had... So you really did know that something was up with Ilyas from the start! You lied to us too!
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you. By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein, your vision may improve. Do you need it?
Seriously? By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia. We can't let those
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver.
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. I'll leave the arrests to you. See you.
And off he goes. There still are a lot of test subjects here, so let's stick a...
Oh no. Oh no. I was involved in all these... What came over me? How could I do so?
We were accomplices without knowing it. But I'm afraid that Alhaitham might pressure the Matra into giving us whether he's the scribe or...
We can discuss the future later. I didn't feel any Siraj from how things look.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Alhaitham?
Sure.
It's okay.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
So, were they all duped? We can ask Alhaitham about that later.
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. Yet, my life as Ilyas goes on. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth, but I didn't have the courage then. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice. But
Ilyas?
Don't be sad. I'm the one who deceived you. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into wasn't as powerful as I had imagined. Understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day I could be just like Alhaitham and not care about...
You can do it. Paimon believes...
Thanks. Well, I should get going. I'm one of the... Can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? I just don't want... Also, please apologize to Alhaitham for me.
All the test subjects have been taken away.
I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation, and destroy. Are you too hurt? I brought bandages and hemostatics.
Hyman's fine.
Get some rest. Oh, Hatham is probably waiting for you. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding.
Okay, you stay safe too. Let's go meet up with Al Hatham.
Господи, уже 12 ночи.
The matter's settled. I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. Judging by your faces, it seems like you... I respect your curiosity.
Hey, we're not your...
You couldn't tell that was an excuse just now?
What? Are you kidding me? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's secret base.
See ya.
Hold it right there.
Lol.
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of...
Stop changing the subject.
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
Where to?
You'll know when we get there.
Нифига просто идти куда. Интересно, я могу уже дерево улучшить? Да, я могу дерево улучшить. В дом Аль-Хатама?
Is this your home?
Yes.
What's with you all of a sudden? Being all polite and inviting us over?
О, кавер.
Ah, you're
Стоп.
back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straight.
А, да, он в игре уже был.
Huh? Who are they?
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
You're not from the Academia, are you?
Так он же был. Почему неизвестно, если бы... Он был в сюжете. А, ну, возможно, они... Вроде они не здоровались, конечно, друг с другом, но... Аль-Хатама его Кавихом уже называл. Они спорили насчет денег.
I'm unsure she's seen you before.
Вот.
Wait, what? How do you know me? Oh no, do people know that I live here?
What? You're embarrassed only now of all times?
Oh, you guys are rude.
Yes we are, but
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them.
Hey! You're leaving just like that? What's the deal? Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Al Hatham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you?
What?
Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it, right? You know, with his temperament and stuff.
But aren't you?
I wouldn't say friends exactly. Okay, well, we used to be, but we're not anymore.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. My name is Kaveh. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances. Anyway, please don't say anything about—
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe Samora will make—
Are you serious? How could you— of course. You're all Hatham's friends.
What? That was a normal response.
Still, why do you have to treat me like he does?
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
Paimon's dizzy from reading. This is way too complicated. Why don't we just ask questions? Paimon wants to know, oh!
A year ago, Siraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with 2 lines of reasoning. The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject prohibited by the academia. The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his approach too conservative.
Wait, that's too conservative? He built such a large lab, gathered all those people, and even tried to get rid of—
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity altogether. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the other test subjects as tools.
That's way too dangerous.
I'm merely stating the facts. If Siraj had done that, I would have felt his work to be just as senseless. It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans without their humanity cannot be called humans. That's why the academia prohibited research into human evolution. Most research of this kind tends to run contrary to evolution.
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade, I wager.
What about you? Are you going to devolve into a fungus?
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys? Are you in trouble?
Sort of. We encountered a strange researcher that had it out for us.
Are you all okay? Huh. So that's... such is life. If only he'd known, Alhaitham could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing could have been avoided. Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age. If you're not gonna read them, tidy them away. They don't...
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your lack of conversational skills.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well, having said all that...
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
You don't understand anything. Stop criticizing my taste in decoration.
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic. Let's just get this over with and leave.
You whisper very loudly.
Oh,
Do you have any more questions?
let Paimon think. Oh, by the way, the other researchers...
I bear them no ill will. More accurately, I don't really... To some extent, they were also fooled by Siraj. The Matra will take this into account.
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandharvaville, but he didn't have... He apologized to you, too.
It doesn't matter. I never considered it. Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more criticism on him. Criticizing the brave only shows how weak you yourself are. I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll field one last question.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. How about you? Oh, yeah, that... You only started investigating with the Matra at the Academia because you were interested in... But after meeting Siraj, it didn't seem like you were interested in him or his experiment.
I had no interest in him personally, but I was curious as to why so many people were willing to form a collective conscience. I now understand the reason. Correct. The fall of the Sages and the shutdown of the Akasha terminals, the fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved, speaks to the lack of research projects as of late. As the acting Grand Sage, I'll have to figure something out. In addition, What happened to Ilyas
Так вот ты же
is worth our
временно
attention.
исполняющий.
Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do. He didn't deserve the outcome that he had received.
Paimon understands now. Oh, you're pretty serious.
I think minimum viable seriousness is a more apt description. I'll do my best to take care of this mess until my resignation is approved.
Wait, your resignation?
Yes. I've already submitted my resignation to the Academia. Soon, I'll resign as the acting Grand Sage and go... I don't think Siraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before acting, I would have already resigned. What he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of mine. However, even without my input, his unstable model would have collapsed for some other reason, so it makes no difference.
But why do you want...
I'm not suited to be a sage, nor do I want to be one. The official process to select the new sages is already underway, but this process is long and takes far too much time. If I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, the position might become permanent. That would be troublesome. This job isn't something I want to spend the rest of my life doing. It's important to keep your priorities straight. Well, it's about time. You two should grab some dinner as well.
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's kinda hungry. See ya! We're gonna grab some yummies.
See ya.
А я думал, ты нас пригласишь. И не собираюсь уходить. А чё, с ними нельзя поболтать?
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell. Was he in your class?
He isn't someone who would leave an impression, so it's expected that you don't remember him.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the Academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the Academia can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness. If the people in the Academia haven't gone mad, they'd know that I'm...
And I suppose they'd let everyone know that your career as a sage will be as shaky as that painting.
Again, that's mighty rich coming from someone about to resign. In a few days, you'll be managing files again. You'll be back at rock bottom.
But my salary will likely stay the same.
Wait, what? How come? Why do you get special
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
You... I took time out of my day to clean the living room for you, and this is the thanks I get for it? I'd have been...
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some furniture with that Mora.
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death? The decorations you buy keep getting uglier and uglier. What's the point of having a boring wood carving in your house?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success if you want. But if we forget Mora for...
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand. Can you think of any redeeming features?
Artistry, for sure. You don't know the first thing about interior design. Don't go off buying random furniture unless you take...
So I'll have to bring you along and then buy you drinks?
Of course.
But why would I do that? It would just be another form of a loan, and you'd have to pay me back eventually.
Can't you just be nice and not ask for the Mora back?
Pretending that you're not in debt is as ridiculous as pretending you're not living in someone else's home. Word will get out sooner or later.
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything, right?
There's no need to hide it so carefully. I think the truth's already out. You're such a lightweight that a few drinks at the tavern had you spilling all your beans.
What? No, it can't be. The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell.
He isn't someone...
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the Academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the Academia can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you—
And I suppose they'd let—
Again, that's my—
But my salary—
Wait, what?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
You... I took time out of my—
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some furniture with that.
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine. Go—
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming feature?
Artistry, for sure.
So I'll have to bring you along.
Of course.
But why would I do that?
Can't you just be nice?
Pretending that you're not—
Speaking of which, your friends won't—
There's no need to hide it.
What? No, it can't be.
Strange. Paimon's heard lots of people talking about this academia extravaganza thing earlier. Wonder what that is. Maybe there'll be fun things to do there. Let's go to the academia and have a look for ourselves.
Ёб твою мать! Какая нахуй Дехия? Не пошла Коляна нахуй. Вы меня заебали. Сука, у меня 2 дня осталось. Ночью я собираюсь, блядь, спать.
Paimon's trying to remember. What else did we put on our shopping list? Oh, what a mouth-watering smell.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Pine.
Hello there.
Huh. So you two are still hanging out together.
I said I was going to resign from being her bodyguard. The Homayanis also still post jobs from time to time. Their pay is always generous. So me and the other—
I told Dia to just stay at our— My parents were delighted.
That sounds like something that— Anyway.
You can stay for as—
You know—
What? She said they'll treat you to the best dishes! Paimon can't—
But wait. Didn't you say there are so many places—
I'm sorry, my lady, but no can do. There's still a few things I need to take care of back at the brigade. Besides—
Oh, come on. Not this again. That's also what you said last time.
I know, I'm sorry. Just give me some more time.
All right, fine. Ever since you first set foot on the— Have you been delaying or—
Nah.
Would you swear on that? But if something really is—
Oh, looks like Dunyarzad was onto something.
You're too perceptive, my lady. I just thought that nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of mercenary life is a dog-eat-dog world where more—
That doesn't change anything about what I just said, though.
My lady, you're not gonna— All right, I'll share what I know. Okay, let's talk here. Just try not to draw any extra attention. As you may already know, the Eremites have both a lot of mercenaries. My brigade is called the Blazing Beasts. However—
Deshret's relics? Judging from the name, they must really look up to—
Yep, you got it. I've heard that you've—
Oh, you mean—
Deshret's relics is— on any—
Dakan?
I think it means— Anyway.
Say what?
I think I'm
I won't go into
Andre.
Yep. Not only have they—
That's beyond—
I don't know how If I don't do some— I just wish—
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's setting the bar.
I mean, if he was even remotely— He was loud and— Of course the other
Sounds like—
What about your mother?
Unfortunate. It's all right, my lady. He told me that he wasn't— He'd say— But the problem was that they were tales of—
Sounds like you're—
More or less, yeah. He seemed to think those stories were— Even the toys It was only much late—
What an interesting guy.
Yeah, I've always— Until I grew up looting. No one in the Did they really think—
I think I can understand.
Yeah, but don't worry, my lady. It's all water under the bridge to me now. I had a huge argument with my father, and I'm not investigating them due to any bitter feelings I still have towards my— Yeah.
I see.
It is.
That may be true.
Well—
What should we do?
Huh?
Well, she's super tough.
I'm inclined to agree. I'd feel a lot. I'll wait for news from you in this.
All right, then let's get.
Ну, ведь даже было, блядь, начало квеста. Там должно быть похуй. Блядь, а это что за сука? Нахуй это тогда было нужно?
A moment, if you would.
We sure are.
My name is Wikas, a member of the Academia Extravaganza Planning Committee.
Yep, and that's...
Is that so? Since you're both interested, would you mind if I gave... The gala is held, on the other hand. This year, the gala is being held...
Got it.
You're most welcome.
Huh? Mira...
Well, Lesser Lord Kusa... As such, we've invited a great number... I've heard that the two of you are famous across both the rainforest and desert.
Exactly. Or...
No need to worry. The championship participants have already been selected. I mean, there's no pressure.
That kind of sounds like a sweet deal. What do you think?
Yes, 2 others. Their responsibilities will be somewhat... So, how about it?
Wow.
The main event, the championship is going...
Alrighty.
Welcome, one and all, to... Now then, fabulous
She should be Karina, right? Looks like she's in the middle of something.
The diadem of knowledge.
I believe that most of you, 20 years ago, the generous championship prizes are also sourced from his sponsorship. Before we begin, allow me to express our gratitude to this researcher, who cannot be with us right now.
Things can only get worse. Things can only go from bad. Human nature begets conflict, and conflict begets ruin. From the beginning, the seeds of wickedness have been.
Hey, stop, Space! Paimon called out to you, but you didn't respond. You okay? Did you stay up late without telling Paimon?
All right. I'm sure we're all more now then. Let's invite our 6 Representing Amorta, Tainari!
Lol.
Representing Spontamod, Sino!
О, за нее болею.
Representing Rotawahist, Layla!
За Лайлу болею.
Representing Haravatat, Farazan!
Кавих.
Representing Kasharawar, Kabe! And for Vahumana... Huh? Is Vahumana's representative not...
These introductions are pointless. Let's just get this over with.
Опа, Рекс.
Wait a sec. What?
Finally, our final contestant is Vahumana's representative.
Oh, so that's Hat Guy. I think I've seen...
You know who he is?
I've heard that he's a researcher from a different country who nominally belongs to Vahumana. Word is that he's written a lot of... His manner of speech hasn't made him popular amongst most other Vahumana researchers, but his comings and goings are quite irregular.
Aside from his more controversial aspects, his perspectives are considered quite incisive. Vahumana has seen a dearth of new talent lately, and some of its existing ones are not currently at the Academia,
So I suspect he might have been their only option.
It's just kind of weird. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd participate in competition.
Now that we have our 6 contestants, the championship will soon begin. Who will triumph this time around? Hold on to your hats, because we're all on this ride together.
Huh. We really do know a lot of the Oh, right! We're guest commentators, aren't we? So figuring out everyone's reasons for... Let's go ask them when we go say hi.
We meet again, you two.
Hey, Tainari! We came here to check out this extravaganza event, and then they invited...
Is that so? I heard that there would be guest commentators recording the proceedings with cameras, but I didn't expect they'd be you two.
Почему у тебя голос другой?
It's a pleasant surprise that you're visiting Sumeru again while I'm still on leave. When everything comes together perfectly like this, I call it the biryani factor. Because it's always rice to meet stew again.
So, Tainari, you're representing Amurta, but haven't you both already graduated?
I had wondered the same thing. When I was told the news, I was actually more shocked than you are now. I later found out that anyone who has been a part of a particular darshan has the right to participate.
So that's a rule.
There are some restrictions, though. For example, sages cannot participate.
That's right. Also, there are 2 methods by which the darshan representatives are chosen. One is self-nomination, and the other is to be recommended by...
You must have been a case of the latter.
I heard that quite a few of your juniors...
Sometimes I wish I could clap a few of them over the head and tell them to spend that time on studying instead. Well, you can, but after some consideration, I realized this could be a good opportunity for me. Next month, we're having a public I'm not that concerned about becoming the champion, unlike someone here.
Yes, this year's card.
Wait.
No, it's a... It's very cool.
Paimon meant a
That is reason enough. I shall do my all to emerge victorious and add it to my deck.
As someone who doesn't play cards much, I can't quite relate. But it isn't surprising that everyone has their own reason.
Fair enough. Alright, let's go find someone.
Понятно, Тигнария ради карт играет. Ой, этот... Тигнария... Короче, да. А, вы втроем? Всех, кроме Форузан, я встречал лично.
Huh? Oh, it's you. Why are you here?
We're here as specially invited guest commentators.
Is that so? In that case, I'll have to trouble you to catch the moment of my triumph on camera. Remember to shoot from behind at a lower angle. You know, to capture a seniors class.
Бабуля, успокойся. Huh.
Don't get ahead of yourself now. Victory will all.
You're far too young to even consider challenging me. Kasharawar or Ratawahist, you're all children as far as I'm concerned.
Да Лайла тупо спать хочет опять.
Actually, I was going to ask, how do you know me, Madame Farazan?
Huh? You don't remember? I sometimes see you in the library at night. You even waved at me.
What? I don't remember doing that at all.
Huh. How strange. However, this is not the time for curiosity. I am Farozan, a household name in Haravatat. You are Layla from Ratawahist, I presume?
Yes.
Good. Then we are officially introduced. See? Simple as that.
Какая у нее необычная манера речи.
I like respectful ones, by the way. Would you like to join my research group?
Madame Faruzan, I'm quite sure this counts as poaching. Let's dial things down.
I know, but it's been tough getting people these days. And research funding has been hard to secure, but once I win this tournament, it'll be a different story.
So you're just here to increase the amount of funding you're getting?
Well, not just that. What? Are you curious about my reason? Well, I suppose that's to be expected. There's been an influx of newly enrolled students, and they'll be paying close attention to this competition. If I do win, I'm certain that there will be no lack of students knocking upon my door. Moreover, research resources will be made available to the victor, so that will nix my funding issues. Therefore, my two juniors, I do apologize.
I'll do my best as well. At least I don't plan to lose too. So, why are you here, Layla? I don't know why, but a lot of people recommended me. I didn't sign up myself. I just woke up to find my name on the... That sounds like what happened to Tainari. Him too? Oh, I'm really nervous. I've been so worried about disappointing everyone that I've been losing.
Stress not, young one. We must all experience failure to grow and mature.
But Madame Farazan, I don't...
Seriously? Everyone has such nice reasons for joining. Must I say?
Yes, you do!
Well, you know, right? I want to buy some property.
Oh, that's right!
What? Al-Haytham? What about him? This has nothing to do with him.
Oh, right. Sorry, Paimon has... So, you want to use the grand prize to...
Correct. Also, my father took part in the Interdarshan Championship when I was young, but once I do, the right to wear that diadem will be mine. In a way, I'll be helping my father fulfill a dream of his.
That's not a bad reason at all. You have ambition, although your chances with me here aren't great. I believe your father would be most proud if the diadem of knowledge were bestowed upon you.
На самом деле она просто зазнавшаяся, допустим, 20-летка, которая проснулась спустя 100 лет, и такая: о, мне 120 лет, буду считать себя старой.
Not that he'll have the chance to celebrate. My father passed away many years ago.
For you to have experienced such a thing...
It's all in the past now, and life goes on, doesn't it?
All right. Earlier, you said that you want to use the prize Mora to purchase a home. Where do you live now? I also heard you mention Al-Haytham just a moment ago.
Isn't he also from Haravatat? Are you?
No, of course not. Why would you think that?
Paimon's definitely not involved either. We're gonna go with...
You know, I was just thinking, how did...
I was wrestling with a particularly tricky problem, and she happened to pass by while I was puzzling over it at the House of Dana.
Provide some comments? I was In truth, I have no intention of solving Kasharwar's problems for them. But I decided that this youngster seemed to have a decent attitude. But ultimately, I am a Haravatat scholar, so please come to me with questions about linguistics next time.
Just call me Hat Guy. That's the name I use in Vahumana.
That sounds like a nickname, not a real name.
So I can't go by a simple, ordinary...
Fine, suit yourself. Alright then, Hat Guy. Why are you taking part in the Interdark? We're specially invited guest commentators, so play nice and answer our questions.
You could be Matra for all I care. So what if I don't answer you? What then?
You...
I'll tell you this much. I have an agreement with someone not to reveal...
You're not plotting...
Well, it's hard to say.
Ugh. Paimon's had it. Fine, be that way. Then we won't ask you why you're participating. Instead, why...
You two sure like to poke your noses where they don't belong. If I don't say anything, are you going to annoy me to death? I heard that the Vahumana researcher named Akaba was researching the Tatarasuna incident. So I wrote a few essays to refute his points. Later, when I was bored, I wrote some commentary on societal issues in Inazuma. I didn't expect Vahumana to consider me as one of them. Someone even invited me to a lecture or whatever. From start to finish, it was just the wishful thinking of idiots. A misunderstanding. There's your answer. But when Lesser Lord Kusanali heard about this, she went out of her way to get me registered in Vahumana. She used the name Hat Guy. Enough chit-chat. You're better off wasting your time. Someone's about to get very unlucky.
How is anyone supposed to relax with... We've gotta stay... Looks like Karina's got a moment now. Let's go chat with her.
А при чем тут вообще Дехья была? Я не понял.
Guest commentators Vikas invited. I've heard about you.
Нахуя Дехья?
I saw you two having quite the lively conversations.
We were actually looking for...
Excellent. First, please take... The first item is a custom camera from the Academia. Please use... The second is an event-specific locator that will flag all participants' location.
Wow!
Aside from you two, speaking of which...
Oh, it's them!
Well, don't let me keep you unless you have... Why do you ask? Really? I didn't see any such person. Could I ask when you saw him? Strange. I was on stage the entire time, and
Paimon didn't see anyone?
Perhaps you're mistaken.
Hey, traveler.
Понятно, при чем тут
Paimon.
Дехья.
Long time no...
Dia! Candace! You two are here as well!
Ah, so they're two friends of yours. In that case...
The Academia sent us both invitations. The villagers were...
We're here now. Merchants from all... I'm already settled.
I'm looking forward.
So, traveler...
we'd love...
Aw, that's a shame.
Sure!
In that case...
No need to rush. See you two...
Paimon didn't think that...
Нил.
I will now announce the rules for the first round of the comp. During the opening ceremony, Academia staff released several cages of butterflies, and many of them are now fluttering. Amongst these butterflies, 3 of them will be special swift flies. They have a different appearance and also fly a little faster. Your objective this round is to find a swift fly and bring it to me. 3 points will be awarded to the first participant to return, 2 to the second, and 1. That is all for the first round. Should you require clarification on anything, please ask any of the other.
Oh, Haytham's all business all the time. That said, how did he get picked to be a...
Finding 3 specific butterflies in a place of...
If these swift flies behave anything...
I'm off. It will take some time to search every corner of Sumeru City.
Доброе утро. Как ваши дела? Спасибо. О, тоже удачи.
Huh? You're going just like that?
A champion walks the road to victory.
My dear Kasharawar Jr.
Cooperation?
Looks like everyone's got their own plans for this toughie. We're supposed to go on stage next, right? Huh? Wait a minute. Look, he seems to be observing the other... We were right not to let our guard...
Do you remember those things we made previously?
На какого человека вы злы?
Huh? You mean...
It's time for them to shine.
Кстати, говорит доброе утро, это моя фишка, если что.
It looks like
Не обращайте на
Flowers
это
and Pave
внимание.
have some secret plan.
Oh, hello there. Madame Faruzan and I are discussing how...
Что за ютубер?
Shh! Hush now! The walls have ears around here. We should keep it a secret for now. But you'll find out what we have. Come now, let's go.
All right, there's no time to lose.
This is basically what I'll need. Do you think you'll have any difficulties?
I have most of the reagents with me, and I can buy the rest.
Честно, я не знаю, как... Ну... Про оценивание персов я, если честно, ничего не знаю, потому что... Это дело субъективное. Типа... Для каждого играют по-разному. Я не знаю, что сказать, у меня час ночи. Уже мозг не работает. Если хочешь, могу посмотреть.
Kanari, you have a master plan ready?
My hypothesis is that the Swiftfly's morphological variations won't significantly affect their fundamental nature. So I'm planning on using this to lure them out.
Господи, как же непривычно другой голос у Тигнари слышать. У него арты лучше, чем у тебя. Ну, арты это дело такое. Ты либо их, либо они тебя.
Of course, I could be wrong. Every mutation opens the door to new possibilities.
Господи, этот голос совершенно не подходит типажу Тигнари.
Details will have to wait until after the post-experimental analysis. For now, Kale and I...
Okay, see ya! Hey, Layla!
Yeah, I have no idea what I should do. What color are they? Oh, I can't even figure out these basic...
Aren't people who research the stars supposed to have some extraordinary abilities? Why not use astrology to solve it?
Oh, you're another
Is it that you can't use astrology during the day? Guess that skill's less useful than I thought.
Ну, я давно на арты не ходил, прям полноценно, чтобы на арты ходить. С января я где-то этим не занимаюсь, но я занимаюсь сейчас перекрафтом, если у меня там с боссов что-то остается. Или... Я сейчас ушел в прокачку персов просто. Ну, занимаюсь перекрафтом. И уже сколько я перекрафтом занимаюсь, у меня так нормальных артов. А я алую ведьму себе делаю более лучшую на Хутау. Мне так и не выпало. Мне либо падало в стат, который мне не надо, которого у меня и так много, либо бесполезно, либо вообще нормальных статов нет.
No, it's not like that. If it's daytime, all I need is an astrolabe.
So, why don't you do that?
Mona Magistus, the astrologist, said that those who constantly use astrology to obtain things that shouldn't be theirs will eventually lose the blessing from the stars. It's just something I read in an academic publication. I really love to read Mona's essays.
Поначалу я с перекрафта нормальные себе арты получал, поэтому пользовался. Не, они, конечно, все ни разу, по-моему, не подошли для Хутао, но я отчасти перекрафтами сделал арты на Кли. Также у меня гладиатор нормальный был с перекрафтов. Да и, собственно, все. Подожди, Мона вроде говорил, что ее статьи вообще никак не коробят, и она...
You're overthinking it. Power is just a tool. It just seems to me that you don't have the resolve to win this. Well, suit yourself. Wallow in your immature ideals if you like.
У меня игра на минимуме стоит. На тройке. Это я просто тихо говорю, у меня, поскольку ночью я становлюсь тише, да и по жизни я довольно тихо говорю. Могу микрофон поближе подвинуть, но это будет слышно, как я дышу. Ну, сейчас пододвинул.
Did I say something wrong just now? Thank you so much. I've made up my mind not, to be honest. I've always been pretty good at observation, and if I'm fortunate, I might be able to find that special butterfly species.
Lord Sino seems to have found a swiftfly. Come on, let's go check it out.
Really? Where?
The butterfly flew up high, and he's chasing it now.
Oh, no time to lose.
As expected of Sino. Actually, shouldn't you two go have a look as well? I'll head into the city short.
Alright, in that case, let's go...
Так, я обещал это. Сейчас. Бобр. Так. Какой интересный у вас номер этого ID. О, у вас тоже Наэль на аватарке. Прекрасно. Подожди. Подожди. Ха. Я пришел в Геншин из-за того, что там надо молиться. Стоп, подожди. Сейчас. Подожди. У вас Нейль лучше, чем у меня. Подожди. А что тут не достает? Я что-то... Я не понимаю что-то или что? У вас даже таланты все в короне, а я еще до этого не дошел, у меня ресурсов не хватает. Подожди. Ну да, не весь кокон, ну и что? А подожди, а что недостаточно? Я что... Я, возможно, что-то не понимаю. Но... Я сейчас, наверное, еще раз покажу свою Наэль. Но... У меня даже АТК меньше. А может, делаю еще в... Да и защиты у вас больше, чем у меня, я не понял. Да... Что за... Куда больше критов? Тут, блин, этот... 118 плюс 65. А нет, 119 плюс 65 это... Сколько, господи? 184? Крит массы. 184 крит массы. Это дохера. Еще учитывая то, что у Наэль нету критов в сабстатах. У него защита. Восстанова? У меня меньше, у меня хватает. У меня притом... Какая пачка, кстати, под Наэль? Потому что восстанова Наэль сугубо зависит от пачки. У меня под Наэль этот... Гору... Беннет... Кто там еще? Юнзинь, они все с фалонием, это в основном более чем достаточно. А у вас как? Я просто не особо понимаю, что здесь не так. Так, про деда и Альбеда понимаю, про Синьянь не понимаю. А зачем Синьянь? А что Синьянь делает в этой пачке? Как второй ДД или что? Деда понимаю, он меня тоже иногда бывает щит Наэль закрывает. Альбеда как бы Дарик идеально подходит. Дед, я понимаю, но ты меня Азментифайном уже задавил. Так, Синьянь снижает физурон. Хорошо. Наэль бьет геоуроном. Вопрос Синьянь поднимает вопрос. Не, я, конечно, понимаю то, что, возможно, Беннет играет там с Эолой. Но... Что это? Снимает физурон. Помощь быстрого восстановления ульты. Что я вообще не помню, что делать Синьянь. Так, это щит, это неинтересно. Так, Беннету, если у тебя С6, то поставь его к этой... к Наэль вместо Синьянь. А деду вручи Фавоний. Если от Альбеда не хватает энергии, потому что Альбеда прям хорошая батарейка под всех ГеоДД. Тоже, наверное, маломерский урон наносит. Ну да, он с гео. Тогда, если Альбеда хватает за глаза, то вопрос Синьянь поднимается еще больше. Она Наэль вообще не нужна. Но это сугубо мое мнение, то что тут больше подойдет Беннет. Да, у него для Наэль довольно узкий круг. Но если его щит будет взрываться под... точнее, ее щит взорвется под ультой, так еще и под ультой Беннета, то она может нанести 100к урона. Одним взрывом. Отыщите Сайн. Я думал, это будет корона. Ой, Лайла. Здорово. А чё я?
I'm going to try my luck in the city.
А чё вы? Так я... Не, опять же, дело ваше. Ну, все же... В таком случае, если она снимает физурон, то она подойдет и Оле. И щиток, и физу снять. Ну, если вы ее симкуете, я вообще не вылезаю. Я... дереве стоит.
We found you, Sino! Oh, wait, is that a swiftfly?
Что за заводное механизирование? Почему она напоминает кристальную бабочку, а не...
Stay put. Don't move.
He caught it! Huh?
This isn't what I'm looking for.
Finally, I made it. I heard that you caught a swiftfly, Sino. Hold on. Isn't this the mechanical bait that I released earlier? Why would you catch that instead of a swiftfly?
Wait a minute. If we consider this from a different angle, isn't it a good thing that the bait you made was convincing enough to fool even Sino?
That's right. During a previous interior design project, I felt that the artificial flowers on a wall were a little bland, so I decided on placing a few moving mechanical butterflies to add some pizzazz. In order to make them both small and nimble, I consulted with Madame Faruzan. Not long ago, the two of us took all those mechanical butterflies and released them into the city.
Прикольная пачка.
Why would you do that?
Need you even ask? Young people have you never played that game where you place strips of paper on a bamboo pole and wave it across a field of flowers to attract a whole kaleidoscope of butterflies?
No, I haven't.
Молодец.
Wait, so you're trying to...
That's right. The butterflies within the city will mistake our mechanical bait for one of their own and follow them around. As long as we keep releasing and retrieving our bait, we can capture all the butterflies within the city. What comes afterward is just a matter of separating the swiftflies from the others.
Huh. Guess that's one way.
Do not underestimate the wisdom of your elders. I had already thought of this method the moment the round's rules were announced. Of course, we also owe much to this fine junior of mine here for making such lifelike butterflies. It seems that Kasharawar has not quite declined as far as I had thought in
Well, I just stuck to what I do best. The idea was yours.
No need to be so polite. Once we capture all these butterflies, we shall split the points for this round. Look, one of them is returning now. Huh? Wait a moment. Are my eyes deceiving me? Why do...
That's because there are none.
Looks like the match continues.
Huh. Strange. Come, let's search in the direction the bait returned from.
We'll go have a look.
То есть, это, я правильно понимаю, что они будут бегать, останавливаться, а я и так бегу быстрее них? Какой интересный ивент.
So it was the...
Kainari!
Fascinating, isn't it? The butterflies have all congregated here due to a special incense that I used. I infused it with 3 different types of honey, and the butterfly...
Butterflies must... Wait, do they even have noses? I've never seen one.
They do not, in fact, and their vision is... However, they can use their antennae to distinguish between scents, and their olfactory senses are generally quite advanced, allowing them to detect...
Oh, so that's how it is. I had a pet butterfly once.
That's normal. Raising butterflies isn't difficult, but there are many things you should take note of. Appropriate temperature, sufficient air, and a spacious environment are examples of such Most importantly, you must curb your curiosity and avoid
Sorry. I liked to poke at its wings at the top.
Humans tend to rear many creatures due to their aesthetic value, but not all are suited to such a process. Caring for living beings is hard work. Impulse alone is insufficient. Some prerequisite knowledge.
You sure do know. I have a question too. I bought a scarab not long ago and it hasn't seemed very active. Can you help me figure out why?
I'd like to keep a dustbird as a pet. What are some key points I should consider?
Is it possible to keep a Richbulin tiger as a pet?
Не, я тут не только по ночам стримлю. Я начал стримить еще где-то в 10, что ли. Вообще я собирался с утра постримить, но что-то я как-то... Дело не дошло. Вообще я так бы сегодня не стримил бы Genshin, если бы этот ивент бы не подходил к концу.
All right, it seems like you all have a great deal of questions. But I am in the middle of the Inter-Darshan Championship at the moment. Let me propose an alternative. If you're interested, you can attend that lecture, and
All right. Help.
Of course, please try to ask more...
Looks like Tainari's science lecture will draw quite a crowd.
Huh? Oh. Was I listening in for that long? Seems Kale's master does live up to his title as a teacher.
Madame Faruzan, I've had a look around. Nearly all the butterflies in this area. However, we can cast our bait further away to avoid this area.
Ого, кем вы работаете, если не секрет?
All right, then let's get moving. We shan't let all the butterflies get away from us if we can help it.
Seems like the competition's really heating up. Let's go see how the other contestants...
Слесарь ВР? Почему... ну, это конкретно сейчас у вас ночная смена или у вас на постоянке ночная смена? Сначала я не понял, почему ночная смена, сейчас я уже, может, включился, я осознал, почему ночная смена. Когда-нибудь мне этот кавих выпадет. Да, я понимаю, что глупо крутить баннер ради четверки, но почему бы? Мой первый отряд был вот таким. Сейчас.
Let the wind lead. I'll keep an eye.
Я этим отрядом довольно долго прошел. Хутава моя первая ивент Лего. Я этим отрядом прошел долго. Ну, потом у меня появилась Ганю, я сразу же Джин заменил. был такой отряд. И потом у меня Лиза сменилась на Райден.
The campaign begins.
И вот так этот отряд и остался. Сейчас я им довольно редко хожу. Куда? Разве что на дракона и на Чайлда. А, и еще на этого странника. Потому что мало им хожу, потому что Райден тут на самом деле даже подпарчивает игру. Принял, осознал. Удачи вам с этим. Блин, когда проблемы с трубами зимой, это вообще жесть. И не обязательно объяснить почему. У нас однажды мы зимой отъезжали куда-то, я не помню куда. Короче, куда-то отъезжали. У нас прорвало бойлерную. И возвращаясь домой, у нас все было как в Зимнем дворце. Все во льду. И все скользко. Что я хотел? Я хотел вот это сделать модуль.
Layla, how are things going on your end?
I've been searching for quite a while now, but I haven't instead.
Looks like Baruzan and Kave's devices are everywhere.
I'll keep up the search. That said, I've noticed that a number of... Probably because the other contestants are coming up with their own...
What's this?
Опа.
Oh, what a coincidence. I guess oh, please wait.
It's so fast! Paimon thought all Hatham said they were only a little faster.
No, come back.
Come on, Traveler, let's go too. The locator's going off. Looks like someone's already caught themselves a Swiftfly.
А, может мне надо что-то обуть? Локатор. Понятно.
The locator's going off again! So, someone else finished too? That would mean that the one Layla's chasing is the last Swiftfly.
Oh, it just occurred to me that we should also get you a makeup box.
No, it's fine.
Maybe you won't, but it doesn't hurt to have one. Come on, just trust me on this one. Huh? Who are you, and what?
Please, don't move.
Don't move? Who sent you?
Dear.
Don't worry, I can handle this. Now, tell me...
I believe she's looking for the...
A butterfly. Was it on...
Oh, you're...
It's been a while, Layla.
A friend of yours? Oh, so she...
Huh? Oh, yeah. It has been some time. The first time I ever woke up after sleepwalking, I somehow found myself in Aru village.
That's right. She didn't look well, so I gave her something to eat. She said a lot of complicated things about astrology, the night sky, the stars. Not right. Do you still want this butterfly? It seems like it's of little use to me, but if you don't want it, I can release it.
Just let her have it. It's no big deal.
The Swiftfly was flying so fast, but you were able...
Oh, it didn't seem that quick, really. I was actually worried that I would injure it. But I'm glad that didn't happen.
Anyway, sorry about the butterfly thing. With the way you suddenly came running over... Huh. On second thought, I guess I've never seen an assassin that looks tired with dark bags around their eyes. Oh, you must be taking part in the championship. Take it from me. Don't let it stop.
I'll do what I can.
We'll be on our way then. See you.
Alrighty, let's bring the Swiftfly back to...
Кстати, это второй ивент, где мы помогаем Лайле.
It seems we have a third contest. With that, the first round has come to an end. I anticipate that all of...
Your closing statement sound...
Well, you could certainly stand to try being more decisive, Nilu. It would help you live more freely.
Hang on a second. Who were the first?
Tighnari was first. And as for the second, it's being discussed right now.
Hey, Alhaitham, I think I've come up with a good... Second place gets 2 points, right? Can't Madame Faruzan and I split the points, but...
Quite the imagination you have there. I've read the championship hand...
Then we can just add...
Do you really think I'd do that?
Oh, come on, you're not going to stand in the way of my...
Well, you're free to send the organizing committee an application outlining your naive proposal. They'll get back to you within 3 working days.
3 working days? It'll be too late.
Unfortunately for you, even dreaming is gonna cost you.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. Kaveh and Faruzan found the second Swiftfly together, but...
Oh well, the rules are the rules. Since you call me madam and politely ask...
So I'll put the points under Kaveh's name then?
No. If I take these points, won't that only detract from your contributions, Madame Faruzan? You might be alright with that, but I cannot do it.
I don't have any problem with it. There are 2 more rounds after all. Losing one isn't a... But if you insist, I have another method. We can draw lots to see...
Lot?
What? Is there...
No.
All right. I'll get the paper needed for the lots.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but it appears that...
No, you do deserve it. I'm just lamenting my bad luck. Perhaps...
Indeed. It's rare to see anyone with such terrible luck be so willing to
And what would you know about that?
We can save bickering for later. Record the points under Faruzan, and that the second round will be held in the desert. We'll be moving our commentator stand over. Let's meet up in Aru village once everything... Till then, you have some free time. I'm off the clock at this point.
Wait, Alhaitham! You...
Don't be upset, Kaveh. Sighing can carry...
Oh, so that's how it works. In that case, I'll take in some deep It's really... I'll win the next round. You'll see.
Looks like you've managed to pick yourself back up, young man. Good.
I'm no stranger to the desert either. I'll be fine. All right.
So the current standings are Tighnari in first place, Faruzan... Guess we should also take...
Why, you two look a little lost. If you're not sure where to start enjoying the Academia extravaganza, then may I suggest that you have a chat with our boss?
Our boss? Who's that?
Well, only the most famous merchant in all of Sumeru, Lord Sangamo Bay.
Ты не Дори.
Oh, you mean Dory?
Precisely. Our boss sent me to inform you.
A chest
Неожиданно и приятно.
valuables. Trove of potential clues.
Ладно, на этом будем с вами заканчивать. С вами был я, Рока. Всем удачи, всем пока-пока. Пока. Подождите. Да, супер Месси. Всем удачи, всем пока-пока. Пока.